shitballs. When it gets tough, it doesn't last forever. So enjoy it, because you can.
That's the level we want to get to, that's the end goal.
So we get it done out of the way. When you feel deep down that you can do something, don't let anyone tell you no. One. It is Monday. It is the first week back post Mallorca, because we got back last Wednesday, and sessions were just easy because although the body felt okay, the mind felt like a bit of a mushy pea. And I've made the mistake before when thinking, okay, the body feels okay, we can go straight back into training. However, the nervous system does not forget. It does forgive, but it does not forget. So if you smash it through a nearly 250 kilometer week with disgusting amounts of elevation and all that stress on the body, it will not forget what you've done to it. So it is important that you treat it with care and you nurture it correctly post the destruction. That I did, just easy sessions, easy bikes, didn't run. I played football, which was a bit high intensity. I had a 9-a-side game, and then I just played. And I realized, I had that on the Thursday, and I realized, okay, yeah, let's just fucking write the rest of the week off. We'll just do easy bikes. And I've done an upper body strength session, pump, which again, I rarely do, so I love when I do them. And this week, we are back on the horse. So today, this morning, we have a bit more of a Hyrox specific workout. It is some wall ball stuff, some burpee stuff, some sled stuff, and then just some injury prevention rehab stuff to do with the calves, to do with a couple unilateral isometric stuff, all that jazz. I'll try to record as much as I can. And then in the evening, we just have, oh God, an easy runner, easy bike. Bomb shakalaka project sub 60 Pro Hyrox is back underway. Not saying I'll get it anytime soon, but what I will tell you is that I will get it because I want to fucking conquer it. There is a pull towards Hyrox for me. There is something in me that thinks I can do quite well at it. And that is what I'm gonna fucking do. Because I don't wanna die, or I don't wanna get to a certain age, not realizing I could have tried my best at something. And Hyrox really does trigger your competitive nature. With the timings, with coming from a natural like competitive sports background. So yeah, I wanna fucking push it. I'm gonna give it my fucking all. I'm gonna push to the limit. I know my body can handle big volume, and if your body can handle big volume, that means you can handle big adaptation. And with I can't even fucking speak, boys. Big adaptation comes big results. You hope, you fucking hope. I may be waffling, but let's get the fuck after it. Go into the gym now. Gym, work, gym. Well, it won't be gym, it will be bike or a run. Work, boom. Take it. At the gymnasium. Ready to throw down, ready to make the weights pay, and destiny pay us. Bit of bike to warm up, now I'm foam rolling, because that's my favorite fucking thing to do apparently nowadays. Start, we have 150 wall balls with sets of 30, so 5 sets of 30 at 12 kilos, so that's gonna be tasty to start. Then we have some sled push work, above race weight, 250 meters, like 2 separate 50 meter sets. Then sled pull, same thing, 2 separate 50 meter sets. Then 100 meters burpee broad jump, 2 minutes rest into 40 meters burpee broad jump, and then that's just the Hyrox work done. And then I'll probably do some accessory bits like pull-ups, isometrics, rehab work, just to keep the legs as bulletproof as humanly possible. Holy shitballs. They're balls, no joke. I did the first 2 unbroken. Then the next 2, 15, break, 5-10 seconds, 15. And the last one I did unbroken. Fucking vile. Absolutely disgusting, but like any sort of muscular pain, it's temporary. And that's what you gotta tell yourself. when it gets tough, it doesn't last forever. So enjoy it, because you can. Well, go on, bitches. Session done. Martina just said I look pretty fucked. It's probably because I feel pretty fucked. First, it wasn't even a proper hike. Like, I done the stations, some of the stations. I did. It was meant to be wall balls first. Now I see why they were meant to be first, because I went second after the sled push. My legs wanted to fucking fall off.
Please explain, why did you change the order?
Because the wall balls weren't available. The little target, there was a couple fuckers on there, and I had to wait. So I thought, I don't really like waiting, so I'll do the sled push to begin with.
Yeah, fair.
And it's the first Hyroxy session back. So yeah, it's always going to be nasty. And my coach said the next 4 weeks are going to be more focused on intensity. So it's going to feel pretty nasty to begin with, but then it's going to feel a bit better. And then we have the Hyrox at the end of March. I have a couple of Hyroxes booked now. Oh, but we can talk about that another time. I've gone on for a little bit.
No.
Nah, it's just easier, isn't it?
You sure?
Yeah. But stay hard. Pain is just pain. Stay fucking insane. See that rhyme? I'm a fucking poet.
You're a poet.
Pain is just pain. Stay insane. You were the only one to blame.
Nice. That was beautiful.
It was fucking stunning. But right now, the objective is food and workio, and then I'll probably do an easy bike or easy run later. But tomorrow I have some big sessions, so I need to be careful with the load, you know, because my CNS is probably still carrying a bit of fatigue from the destruction in Mallorca, so I do need to be that's why I was going to pull that session, actually. I was going to pull the plug, but I decided to keep the hair on my testicles and not pull the plug. How wise that'll be, who knows? But yeah, what I did instead on the burpees, instead of not doing the burpees, I just did them slower and used it as more just building up burpee volume.
Jeez.
It's been like a 5-minute waffle. How long?
It was 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Damn, I can just talk if I want to, bro.
You can.
Yeah.
Were you saying bye?
Well, go on, brother. On the bike, just doing 45 minutes easy money, solid work. Like I said earlier, it was the first bit of Hyrox station work I've done in a little bit, so legs felt that a little bit, but good nonetheless. Easy spin now, and tomorrow got a big fucking dirty day, and I just want to talk about really locking in on this Hyrox goal, going for the sub 60 or as fucking close to it as we can get, because I really feel deep down we can push this Hyrox thing, and then focusing more on ultras on the back half of the year, because basically the end goal with the Hyrox this season is to try to get to the Hyrox World Championships, which requires you to finish in a podium in your age group, or say if the podium there at a race have all qualified and you're fourth, then the spot then gets handed down to you. So that would be cool to then compete at the age group World Championships in Stockholm. In the back half of the year, focus more on ultras and pushing the mental capacity that way, and also still gaining fitness. That's the plan, because why the fuck not? When you feel deep down that you can do something, don't let anyone tell you no. Don't let nothing tell you no. Get after it, give it your best, slay the demons, get in the soil, and make the dirt pay. Make the dirt fucking pay. And that's the end game. 45-minute bike completion. Need to eat because I've barely eaten. Literally just toast and then some chicken and rice. So we need to eat. Yeah. Bon appetit. Dog food. Great food. Stick a bit of rice in with it. Little Uncle Ben's. Convenient king, as Martina calls me. Yeah, just called me actually. Bit of Unky Ben's. Go in there. Do not hate the game. Do not hate the game. Hate the player.
No.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it?
You gotta hate something. It's not gonna be the player. Because what's the point in spending? How long would it take to cook rice from scratch?
Like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's 2 minutes, bro. It's 10 times return on your time. Bit of mayonnaise. Bala 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 bala. Look at the beauty in that.
It does actually smell
It smells fucking fantastic because there's salt, pepper, thyme, and beef seasoning. Bosh, bosh, mix that all up. Gordon Ramsay, oh yes. Lovely, jubbly, oh yes. That is sweet desires all in one. Sweet, dreamy desires, oh yeah. Oh yeah, what does the bunny rabbit think of it? Yeah, that's nice, Aaron. Taste test? Ten out of 10. Another morning, another day, another dollar. And not another mountain, but another double threshold day. Let's fucking go. This morning's agenda, we have 2400s. But before that, we have a few slices of bread to get down. Go with 3 slices and a coffee. Probably should bring some sort of bar because I haven't got any gels. So bringing some sort of bar will probably be a good way of getting carbs in during the workout if I need it. Gee, fuck it, it's a big day, we're going 4 slices. All at 330 pace, just accumulating time in that pace. And then later on we have some ski erg thresholds, which will be 15-400 meters, minute in between. 3, 2, 1. Some extra bits, some squares bars and a water bottle. Lovely, jobbly. Let's get this session going, get it done, and yeah. We're moving, we're warming up, just doing 2K warm up. I usually do this 4 laps. So that brings 600 meters in the last lap. I just do like 4, 5, or like 4 or 3. 20-second strides. Get the legs ticking, a bit more pop before the sets begin. And just feel something, a little something in the right calf. So just aware of it, just aware of it. Can't let anything get in your head, but it's good to be aware of these little niggles. Halfway in, gonna pop a squares bar on the next one so I can talk to the camera on this one. It's only a 60-second rest, so can't take too much time, but pace feels okay. Obviously I haven't done a lot of speed work in the last 2-3 weeks. Well, before Mallorca, nothing for 3 weeks, not even running, so I'm handling it well, but you just feel the calf and ankle and shin. It's like, hope it's not like some sort of a stress fracture, but I don't know, I got 10 seconds. Some sort of a stress fracture, I really hope not, but it's kind of sore, but I'm just battling through it. Alright, I gotta go. Fucketh me. 2 more left. Let's make them a banger. How long have I got? 20 seconds. Ah, yeah. It's weird because the calf doesn't really hurt too much running. It's on the brakes. Like now, I can just feel it, which makes me think like, what damage am I doing? Hold on. For 5 seconds. I'll record the get going. Let's go. Oh, back. Get on, Jen. Where you going to tank? You little cunt. Last fucking set. Let's see what we got. But as I was saying, my calf hurts more in the rest periods than it does actually running. But it's kind of scary because I don't know what damage I'm doing. Fucking hell, last set, here we go. Let's have it. Right, what we're gonna have to eat. What we're gonna eat now, we're gonna get to the office first, then eat. Heat up the rest of the mince that I had from yesterday. Mincemeat, rice, mayonnaise, because if you don't like mayonnaise, you're probably a paedophile. I'll probably have another snack before we train. So do a few hours of work, train again, maybe 3-ish, maybe 4, we'll see, depending how much we get done. There we go. Mince, rice, mayonnaise, job done, easy money, easy fuel, easy recovery foods. God damn. Let's taste test. Nice, ready? Had to use long grain rice. Yesterday was chicken savory rice. Again, probably not ideal that I using microwavable rice, but it's also probably not ideal that you're a fucker. So, you know, pick your poison. Job's done. Let's get this fucking down the hatch. Easy money.
Basically, I have a vision, I have an idea of how we can create mixing writing and tech, taste and tech. And I'm just a big advocate of handwriting, getting the pen out, opening the page, letting the thoughts spill. I put it into all sorts of metaphors. It's helped me in my whole fucking life. You know, like a keyboard's beautiful and the simplicity of crafting beautiful sentences is beautiful. You can delete, refine, and print like that. But there's a beauty to handwriting. One, it takes longer. Patience. It's more raw. I feel like some raw. My rawest thoughts come through handwriting. Yeah, they're not as clean. It's not as polished. Not as refined. Doesn't sound as nice. Doesn't look as nice. But the more raw thoughts I have definitely come through handwriting. Once you're in a flow, that shit pours. It doesn't stop. It just comes and goes and comes and goes and comes and goes. And it's almost a struggle to stop because you could be there all day just fucking writing. At least I could. And I think a lot more people should do it. And it's hard to get people to do it because we're in a world of attention and things do take time. And it's not fucking easy to sit there and be honest with yourself and face certain truths and ask yourself certain questions and think certain thoughts. So I want more people to do that. So I have a slight idea just to get people intrigued in writing more. Opening the book, opening the page and spilling what their true thoughts desire. What their true thoughts, what they hold in their fucking head. Right now, it's just a site and you input your email, just set up some sort of account. It allows the site to recognize if you've done a daily submission or not. And it's going to be a prompt. Each day, it's a new prompt. Again, just a little side project. I want people's minds to get ticking on the beauty of handwriting and writing out your thoughts manually rather than, there's such a disconnect with it. Writing out, there's a disconnect there. Whether you like it or not, there's a disconnect. Whereas when you have to write it with your hand and use God's tools that he gave you, your hands and a pen, there's much more of a connect with what you're writing and it goes in. It might not be as pretty, but it goes in. At least in my case and some people that I've talked to. So, you give your email, you're given a prompt. It'll be a daily prompt, a new prompt that I will come up with every single day. A prompt, an idea, a thought that can just get certain certain fucking connections in your mind ticking, and it will just be something that I write upon every day. Because usually when I journal or I write a piece or whatever, it's always just a one quick thought or just a sentence, a prompt or whatever that I've given myself, and then I can just spill on it. So a prompt will show, and obviously everyone can access it. So, but the only thing is, to answer the prompt, it has to be handwritten. So then there'll be a placement to upload a file, which will ask for a picture, a handwritten file, and it'll be able to tell if there's words on it and people aren't uploading fucking dick pics and all sorts of weird pictures. It will have to be handwritten. The length of the piece, not too specific, obviously more than a few words, but it can be from a few words to many words. And then that gets put into a submission feed. And you can only access that submission feed once you submitted yourself, sort of like paying the price to then see what everyone else is writing. But it's all anonymous. So there's no likes, there's no usernames, there's no fucking data on who this person or what, or on who's writ what. It just goes into a submission feed that then you can then access and look at all these other people's writings. Again, you don't know who it is, you're just seeing what they're writing. And yours gets included in that so other people can view yours. And I think that's pretty fucking cool because one, you get to see what other people are writing and what they think of the exact same prompt and idea. You can see the quality of ideas, but two, it takes away the algorithm-based thinking that we've adopted for so long. There's an algorithm, and then naturally with an algorithm, it curates, so it looks at what people like most and it feeds that out. And unfortunately, we are degenerates as humans, and what we like most is often slop. So slop is always fed to us through X, through Instagram, through all these other social media platforms. So I wanted to somewhat get rid of that because with handwriting, it's so precious. And yeah, there's going to be shit ones in there or people that are just starting out or whatever, but there's also going to be really high quality ones. And also, you can learn something from everyone. So whether someone has 2 lines or 20 lines, or someone's has really detailed, expressive, raw thoughts, and someone's not so much, you can always take something from everyone. And it's less to do with trying to copy people. It's more just a way for me to get people to realize the power of handwriting and what that can do for your mind. And then it can also be attached to the Insanity Project, which is sort of hard to describe, but it's a way for me to just express my creative side and these things I have in my head that I want to create and I want to put out. So there's no specific definition for it. There's an Instagram page, an Insanity Project, where I just post some designs, some writing or whatever. But that's just a start. I just want it to be almost a form of expression for me, a way for me to express myself. And I like to express myself in many ways. I don't really like to box myself in, which can come out as like a cop-out because you're not like focused. But right now, it's just a way to express. You know, this could be in many forms. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring out the directions I want to go with my creative side, because I feel like I have a lot to give. So right now, it's just quantity, bullets, reps, fire, rapido. And this is just an extension of it. Something I want to create. Seems cool. Get more people into writing, handwriting, appreciate it a little bit more. Namaste, bitches. Coming soon.
All right, we've warmed up, and I know we're doing 15 times by 400 meters at 40-second rest. So it's gonna be tasty. And then we got 4 by 4 minutes on the Echo bike, but I've just been informed that the Echo bike seat is broken, which is just what you want to hear before you're about to do a fucking session with it. But let's just get these ski out of the way, and then we'll worry about that after. So 15 reps at race pace. So we're gonna try to do a 150 pace, and let's see what we got in the fucking tank, brothers. Destruction at its finest. Get your money, stay insane, chase greatness. Me, 7 reps in, averaging between 148 and 149. I only put 40 seconds rest on the intervals instead of 45. And obviously, as you get later into it, around now, those extra 5 seconds mean a lot. Like, ready to go again, fuck me. Gonna go a bit faster than what race day pace will be. But that's the game. Oh yeah, pretty fucked. But I love this shit so much. And I could definitely feel that, but that's the level we want to get to. That's the end goal, or even further if we can, where 148, 149 becomes a somewhat comfortable pace, and you can do it in race day and that still feel conservative. And the only way to get that pace to feel conservative is to stack volume at that pace. So yes, splendid fucking stuff. Bit of a grinder, but they won't all be easy. But my eyes are stinging from the sweat.
Good morning, motherfuckers. Yesterday was a rest day, and I was actually, again, pre-workout, post-workout, but yes, it was a rest day. Fuck, how many times have I got to say that? But I actually wanted to get an hour and a half bike ride in, but I didn't manage to do that because today was quite a busy day. And then I just thought, you know what? I had a big day the Tuesday, and I'm trying to fit in this fucking hour and a half bike ride that isn't prescribed. I'm just trying to do a bit extra. And today I have a big day, so I could do more damage trying to fit this in late at night and not be recovered for this morning's session, which was actually a really mature decision, to be honest. Because I ended up finishing up what I was doing, the work I was doing at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. So even today was a later start, but today's sessions on the cards, we got 10 by 1K this morning, off 90 seconds rest. So usually I'm used to doing 60 seconds rest off 1Ks, but yeah, 10 by 1Ks, including, and then obviously a couple K warm up, couple K warm down. And then we also, sorry, bear with me, a lower strength session, squats, lunge, reverse lunges, extensions, all that good shizen. And then we got some rowing repeats, 500 meter repeats on the row off a minute rest. And then just some easy bike, just to accumulate volume. So yeah, bigger day today. And it's a double threshold day again. We've got some big fucking goals to hit. We got Hyrox Belgium at the end of March. We got Helsinki Hyrox at the start of May. Then we got Berlin Hyrox at the end of May. I got 3 chances right now. Obviously, if a UK event comes up or tickets come available, I'm hopping on that like a fucking Donkey Kong. But right now, we have 3 attempts at trying to get an age group world championship qualification. Will I do it? Who fucking knows? Can I do it? Yes, I can. It's not impossible. The standard's crazy, and we're gonna give it a fucking go, bro. We're gonna give it a good fucking go. I'm in this Hyrox game for the long game, and I want to cross some balls at it. So let's get this fucking world championship qualifier. Fuck.
We are here again. 10 by 1Ks coming up. We're gonna get Tina on some intervals because we're actually doing Hyrox doubles also in Belgium. Her second one, and this time, even though she hasn't trained for it, we're gonna try to get 4 weeks of prep into it. So, because last Hyrox we did in Oslo, she hadn't even done the movements really. She hadn't done sled push, sled pull, wall. She done wall balls once, like yeah, but she done well. She's naturally quite an athletic girl when she tries, but she just doesn't like to try because she's a pussy.
What did you say?
She's a weakling. She's a fucking weakling. Oh, the weather's awful, but these are the days where it counts, isn't it, Tina? Yeah. This is where you separate the man from the testicle, whatever that means. We're gonna dive into 10 1Ks. Let's get the fucking first one going. Bob's your uncle, Snot Rocket. Nice. Just hit the camera now, because just the way kilometers work, you don't finish where you started. You obviously finish 200 meters ahead, so it's been a little ball late to grab my phone again from where I left my stuff. But 7 down, feeling good. Calf feels okay. Not completely gone, but I can feel it. But it feels better than what it did 2 days ago. But again, as I spoke about earlier in the vlog, me and 2 days ago, it can be easy to run through these and then pop. So I'm just being real intuitive with my body and paces. Right now we're averaging like between 335s and 340s, which is a good pace. A bit faster than threshold, I think, but the most comfortable that pace has ever felt. Hold on, I just got to check. Got 20 seconds. The most comfortable that pace has ever felt. But yeah, just a little bit tired now naturally. 3 more reps, 3 kilometers, job done. Let's go.
There he is.
Last one.
Oh, really?
I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking.
Aww. Come on, Aaron. He's running. How was that, boy?
Dirty bitches.
Do you want some Nature Valley?
Oh.
Or some water?
Yeah, it was like when I had it, it was so dry.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like,
Mine was kind of stuck in my mouth.
fucking concrete, trying to run up 330 Ks. Got to do the hard thing, guys. Wow.
I don't want to get this woman.
Even though on Tuesday I talked about it's easy in intervals to go faster than what you prescribed, remember the purpose of the session? Yeah, that went out the fucking window. This was meant to be at 350s, around a threshold-ish pace, and I'd done them at 330s, and heart rate was 180 plus the whole way. But it felt really fucking comfortable at that heart rate compared to before. Like, and what I was saying to about to say to Martina was, I think you can give the credit for that to Mallorca, because in Mallorca we were going up these hills every day where your heart rate was just fucking nearly at max the whole way, and you just had to get comfortable in it. So them intervals actually felt, obviously they were hard, but like they were comfortably hard. So I think that's an improvement, I don't know. And I could feel my calf a little bit even now, but it feels much better than Tuesday.
But
Look at the positives.
yeah, but I do just need to be careful because, like I remember I said to you, these injuries, they can
Creep up.
Yeah, you can like run them off, not realizing the damage you're doing, and then twonk off. So I just got to be a bit intuitive with the body and how it feels, and not overdo it. Session done. Legs are sore, legs are stiff, but the heart and soul is full. 10 by 1Ks, smashed out, on optimal sleep, on optimal recovery, but we got it fucking done. And we feel that much better for it. And do you know what this is a sign of? To do the fucking hard thing. Even though, wow, that hair is, let's see it, let's get that back on now. Even though you don't want to do it, and in the moment it feels disgusting, it's important you get it fucking done. Because if you do not get it done, then your body and your mind remembers that. It makes a note that, bang, this guy didn't do the thing he was going to say he was going to do. Can we trust him? Maybe not. Because he says things, he makes promises that remain unfulfilled. So by fulfilling them in or under unperfect conditions, you tell your body, you tell your mind, you tell your soul, you tell your whole fucking being that you do the thing even when conditions are not perfect. And that builds a bulletproof mind to just do the thing, to just do it, even when you don't want to do it, because naturally things get in the way in life. A lot of the time, it's rare that you'll find something or things are set up perfectly to do the thing. And in your head, if you're constantly waiting for things to be perfect, then goddamn, you'll be waiting a while. So by doing the thing on unperfect conditions, you get comfortable in the imperfection of things. Get the fuck after it. Come for the second session. I think I am just gonna do the strength portion, then the rowing portion, because the rowing portion is at race pace. So it's not even at a thresholdish pace. It's at more of like a upper zone 3, lower zone 4 effort. So I should be good to do it after leg day. But that's also me saying that now on fresh legs. Give it deep into the pain cave of the leg session, and we'll see if we're still feeling the same way. But we get it done either way. Gonna crack a monsterini. Crack a jack. Ready? Sweet, sweet symphony of pain. Alright, gonna get the fuck after this, because fuck this. I don't know if you can hear me. We're in the gym. And I think to begin, I'm just gonna do the rows, because they're not at a crazy intense pace. Like I said, upper zone 3, detention zone 4. It's fucking hot in here. My body does not do too well heat, and the heart rate gets up. But it's 8 times by 500 meter repeats for 60 seconds rest at race pace. So I like to use the row as a bit of a recovery in the race. So it'll be between 150 and 155. And especially on like fresher legs, it can be so easy to yank that fucking row. Especially because the row is something that, I think out of all the stations, is one that comes most naturally to me, in terms of I can keep quite a good power without hurting too much. So I'm going to use that as a nice bit to start, and then we'll go into the leg strength, because I just know that I'll do the leg strength stuff, and because it's more taxing, then the thought of doing the row repeats after that is pretty fucking long. So instead, I'll eliminate the friction that's going to be caused by that in my brain, and just do the row repeats first and get them out of the way. And yeah, so we're just going to warm up on the bike 5 minutes, and then do some stretching mobility work, and then kill ourselves in the rower.
Currently on the floor, I've just got in from the gym. Good session, 2 hours of work. Look at that for some hair, bro. That fucking Elvis. Look at those sideburnios. But we're growing it out, at least an attempt to. Every time I attempt to grow my hair out, I end up buzzing it off, because I like the buzz cut on myself. But whilst I'm young, I might as well grow this fucking thing out. Whatever we call this thing. However, shout out founders. Pit exclusive. Job done, session done, need to eat. Gonna have chicken goujons because that is my favourite speciality. Dinner, easy, 15 minutes in the oven. Good protein, dirty carbs, bit of me. Good day today. Tomorrow's easy day. Some easy bike. I love physical exertion. It's how we express, honestly, during that session on the bike in that last 7 minutes, I was just like, why am I doing this? And the only thought that could come is that not even crossing the finish line. It's not about crossing the finish line, getting that time that you want to get, getting that outcome you want to get. It's more about being on the start line, knowing that you gave everything you could to be the fittest you could be at that moment with the current conditions in that race. I think that's what we strive for, being the most prepared we can be. You gotta let go of the outcome. The outcome is not down to us. The outcome, it's up to fate. A lot of things can happen in a race, but all we can do is come as prepared as we can with the tools we're given. It's part of the game. Let's get the fuck after it. Eat. Don't mind the hair. This is pretty fucked, but today's session, well, this morning's session, is an easy session. Well, easy, but just on the bike, then probably with some just burpee stuff. An hour in, 30 minutes left, cracking some bread. Got a little biscuit bar thing. What we're doing, 15 minutes, going too easy into 20 burpee jumps, burpee and then a little jump. Not to plate, no big jump, just a little, oh this hair man. But got this 15-minute block, another 20 jumps. Second 15-minute block, another 20 jumps. That took us to 90 minutes. Yeah. And then later we'll probably do an upper body session. Couple minutes left. 90 minutes in the tank. On, well, a bit more including the burpees and shit. This, my friends, is the sound of the golden nectar of the gods. This morning, we have a Hyrox session. Well, it's the first half of Hyrox, so it's run, push, sled push, run, sled pull, run. What the fuck comes after that? Holy shit. No, run, ski, run, push, run, pull, run, burpees, run. Then we take a 5-minute break. We do 120 wall balls. The purpose of this, trying to get as big of a first set as we can unbroken. So, I don't know, if we can go 50, 60, that would be fucking cool. 50, 60 unbroken, and then just mash out the rest. Obviously, try to do it as fast as you can. I'll record how fast I can get 120 done. And then we have, if the assault bike's working, because earlier in the week, the assault bike wasn't working because, as I said, the seat was broken. I don't know if I told the vlog that, but the seat was broken, so I couldn't use that. And there's only one assault bike because my gym is gay. So then I have a 4x4 assault bike. Depending on how I feel after the session, I might do that later rather than straight after. But if I'm not feeling too bad, we can do it because it's split up into 2 minutes hard, 30 seconds easy, minute hard, 30 seconds easy, minute rest. Do that again 3 times. So yeah, it should be fun. Just had a couple slices of toast, my favorite pre-workout meal. I'll probably have a gel and a bar also at the fucking gym. Sweet baby Jesus, that is some good shit. Ready to maul my legs are so sore, I'll be honest. Obviously in Mallorca we did no weights and stuff, so this week was my first week back with like weights, etc. So it always just takes a little bit for them to get used to that pain again. And yeah, we're pretty stiff, so we need a good warm up. And then, yeah. Let's fucking have it, boys. Let's fucking have it.
update, Jesus Christ, on that session. That was a fucking mess. Basically, what had happened was, so the session, I was meant to do a half Hyrox in basically, but the fucking classes in the gym are the bane of my fucking life. Shitty fucking classes. I don't mind classes actually, but when they use everything available, bear in mind, there's not that many, in this gym, there's not that many pieces of functional equipment, but they use the 2 rowers, they use the 2 skis, they use the 2 sleds, they use the whole functional fucking area, the turf, everything. So I warmed up, I was ready to begin. I done my first kilometer on the Salt treadmill, which I fucking hate. The worst thing in the world. Like, I'd rather a normal treadmill or run just on the thing. Sorry, I'm just doing my yogurt bowl. To start that, did the first kilometer. All at an intended race pace. I want to do like 350s if I can. Obviously race day is a lot different between 350s and 4s. But in my first kilometer, I felt good. Went into the ski. Oh, actually, so I loaded up the sled. As I was doing the first kilometer, I could see some little fucker undoing the sled. I was like, and I could see he was trying to set up for the class for the PT because he's fucking gay and he's setting up the class for the personal trainer. It's pretty gay in my opinion. Just sucking up. Because there's a female younger trainer and he's like an older man, so you know, you can just tell he's trying to get some nyash. And I respect it, but like, stop trying so hard, bro. Then, I'm waffling right now. But then I hop off, go onto the ski, get 600 meters in. She's like, I need this for the thing. I was like, fuck's sake. Okay, let me just do the kilometer. Finish the kilometer. Then they took that. And then I was just like, fuck, what do I do now? So I ended up, because obviously they're using everything. So I ended up, instead of what was meant to be then sled push, a kilometer, sled push, kilometer, sled pull, kilometer, burpees, kilometer, I ended up just doing kilometer, 20 burpees, kilometer, 20 burpees, kilometer, 20 burpees. Then I went into the 4x4 assault bike, then 120 fucking wall balls, which was meant to be done with the 9 kilo wall ball, because obviously like a race. But guess what? Them motherfuckers were using the 9 kilo wall ball too, to do fucking, they were doing some passing over the ball to some long line. There was literally about 20 of them. So I couldn't use that. I had to use the 12 kilo one, which I'm sure in the long run I'll be grateful for. But in the moment, I was like, fuck you guys. I'm destroyed. And now I have to use 12 kilo wall ball to 120 wall balls. But I actually done pretty well with it. Wall balls definitely coming along nicely. Again, it's just unlocking like one, I feel like my legs don't get fatigued, it's more my shoulders. And 2, it's unlocking a mental state to just suffer well with wall balls. Because often with wall balls, like fatigue will get you, but it's more just mentally, you're like, fuck this. So you do have to break it down in your head. But we ended up doing 120 with a 12 kilo wall ball in like 6.5 minutes, which isn't bad at the end of all that volume. Isn't bad. And mentally I was just checking out. I was like, fuck this. But yeah, we managed to finish on 30. The last 30 of them were all unbroken, which is good to be able to do that in 120 set with the 12 kilo at the end of that volume. Then it was just 2 kilometers at a marathonish pace. My coach has said that's sort of just teaching your body to flush lactate out better, because it's not an easy pace, but it's obviously not a super fast pace. But by the end of all that, it feels kind of hard. I'm not even too sure what my fucking marathon pace is, to be honest. I went at like a 4:15 pace, and that feels okay. I don't fucking know. I haven't trained for a marathon properly. All my marathons have been inside ultras. My marathon PB is actually inside 100 kilometers, like in an official race. I've done faster ones when I've just ran 50s or whatever, but in a 100 kilometer race, done it in like 4 hours. That's my marathon PB, so I should probably do a proper marathon to see. But yeah, and then I didn't get to record any of it because I was just trying to improvise, get shit done, and I was kind of pissed, to be honest. I was like, fuck these guys. So yeah, now we're here, session done. Depending on time, nothing scheduled to do a session later, but because I got all the volume done in that session. But I may easy bike, easy run. We will see. But yeah. fucking get after it. Another lesson. I always say it, conditions won't always be perfect. Sometimes you will have to improvise. Sometimes things will not go the fucking way you want it to. It's a bitch. It is a bitch, but there's not much we can do about it. I just had to suck it up. I could either call the session there or improvise and get shit done. And it was so easy to just be like, oh, you know what, fuck this. But saying fuck this and leaving it there wouldn't have improved me, wouldn't have moved the needle, wouldn't have got me further. So it's get it fucking done. Because if you want to be great, and even the wobbles at the end, it's so easy to be like, oh, I've been here ages, let's just call off the wobbles. But no, if you want to be great, if you want to compete with your best self and with other people who are competing for their best self, you have to do the things that people won't want to do. So most people will be like, nah, I ain't doing the wobbles. But you have to be like, yeah, I'm going to do the fucking wobbles. Most people will be like, nah, I'm not doing the 2 kilometers of marathon effort. But you got to be like, yes, I am fucking doing that. I'm going to do what I've got to do like a dog trying to chase a fucking impossible bone. Woo! Let's get it. But I can eat this yogurt. This yogurt, just as intense as I did that session. And we're back in my spot, my trusty old camera spot. Yesterday, I proposed myself with a question, and I thought I would share it with the vlog. Also, yesterday, after just an update on the sessions, after the gym session, I didn't do anything else. Body felt good, felt like it was worked. Got some good intensity in this week. And then today, easy run. We'll finish the week on 13, 14 hours-ish of training volume with a lot of intensity. So happy with that, considering it was my first week back into running with intensity again, post Mallorca. Obviously, like I said, before Mallorca, it was 3-4 weeks of just no running. It's nice to get leg turnover in a fast way again. But yesterday, I was proposed with the question to myself. I think it's something that we should all answer in everything we do, whatever phase in our life. And are you doing the thing you're doing because you want to silence a voice, or you want to respond to a higher calling? And when you really strip this question down and really think about it, like go deep on it, allow yourself to go deeper than what you would usually would on a question. When you really dissect this question and apply it to the best projects, to your project, etc., I think there is a hint of both. Of course, it would be nice to be able to do something without any need for validation, without any ego getting in the way, or that feeling of fear, or that little voice that says you're not good enough, and you're trying to silence that by doing the thing, by proving yourself, by making yourself proud, by building that thing, by achieving that time, by doing whatever the fuck it is. But the reality is that they work, for the best things, I think they work hand in hand. And the only way I'm trying to grapple with this question is that God, or whatever you believe in, if you believe in something else, but the higher power, the thing that has put us here, for whatever reason, has given you ego to maybe drive a higher purpose that you are here for. And that might sound like cope, and maybe it is a bit of cope, but I just think that we are humans, we are born fucking sinners, we are retarded, we have so many fucking flaws. And to say that you do nothing out of ego, you never crave validation, you never crave attention for your achievements, or your ambition and drive is somewhat fear-backed and a need to be approved, I just think is kind of horseshit. And if you reject those emotions, you can do more damage, because I think the bigger power is recognizing which things are being done for a higher calling and which things are being done because you're trying to silence that fucking little gremlin in the back of your ear saying you're not good enough. Da, da, da. I think differentiating is more powerful than segregating. And some people might be like, well, what's the difference? But when I say segregate, it's almost like demonizing anything that's ego-driven, demonizing anything that's done out of fear, or God forbid, a bit of validation. I think we are fucking primates at the end of the day. We are animals that are we're very complex, but also very, very simple. So that need for more, because of that ego, is a normal human emotion. It's more about learning to wrangle it and befriend it rather than let it drive you. I think the real harm in this process is when you can't tell the difference between the two, and you think your ego is your higher power, and then that drives you. Ego becomes your God, and that's when God damn, dare I say it, we're in fucking trouble. Everyone goes through these moments where ego is your driver, and sometimes they're a necessary phase because they get you to a certain place that you couldn't otherwise. And that's the power. Alex Hormozi talks about it. It's like there is a power by having that chip on your shoulder. But then Chris Williamson also talks about it can only get you so far, which I think is also key. But it just shows they work coincide each other. It's just a thought I've been having. I've been grappling with it for the last 24 hours. And I just think it's important to answer those questions in everything you do, in relationships, in business, in sports, in fitness, or whatever. Answer that fucking question. Are you doing it to silence a voice, or are you doing it to answer a higher calling? And learn to differentiate which of your goals fall into which, or which traits of yours fall into which, and just learn to harness them. It's like people, like you don't treat everyone the same. You learn what makes certain people tick, what they like, etc., etc. What might offend someone, what might not offend someone. You know, I'm not saying never be authentic and be yourself, but you're also human and you understand that you could say something that could hurt someone's feelings, so why would you fucking say that? Even though I probably say a lot of shit that hurts people's feelings in order to be authentic. But that's the fucking game. But it's about playing that push and pull with your ego, with your higher calling, understand how to act, and when to fucking check yourself or be yourself. Having a coffee, we'll probably run, get the fuck after it. Oh yes, look at